Right, guys. I have a weird confession to make. I always usually pride myself in the fact that even though I might be late to the party, but I come through to the party like Apple style. I can execute it better. I don't care what Samsung has been doing, but this is my first week on Notion. I know people are like, bruh, we've been using this for life, my man. I was a OneNote diehard because I thought like, what could be better than OneNote? Because it just blew my mind. Just an unlimited big page. But then when you combine the power of databases and web-based design, oh my god! I think one of the most famous quotes whenever it comes to any talks about Notion is the fact that it can be whatever you want it to be. You know, if you want it to be complex, it'll be super complex. If you want it simplified, then it will just be that for you too. So I'm gonna just show you where I'm at in my Notion this far, first week, and I'm going crazy. I'm literally dumping all my notes from OneNote, putting them all in my Notion, building new notes. Everything else that I used to use and have in a different place, I'm just all putting it in Notion. I'm like, I'm gonna go full on Notion. The only thing I'm contemplating is more like journaling and stuff because I still prefer writing stuff down and stuff. See my little journal, my cutie journal. See? Yeah, pink is my favorite color, so I like it. I like it a lot. Like, even if you look at. Come on now. All right. So, if you have been listening for so long, all the ridiculous introductions, thank you. I don't know why I just switched up my voice. Maybe I'm just trying to find my voice. Pardon me. All right. So, what do we have here? Let me expose it for you guys. This is my Notion. Oh, I'm so tiny. You can't even see me. Oh no, look at the bull. But okay. So this is my Notion. I have my main page like everyone does. I call it Debza, aka that's my nickname. You are probably watching this on Debza Malisto Studios or maybe Debza Engineered. I'm trying to create it for the Debza Engineered channel because I'm trying to be more deliberate in my tech content. That's why I'm reviewing Notion as a fan. Right now, from the get-go, I will give Notion a 12 out of 10. Eventually, as I use it more, I'm gonna find little annoyances, maybe things that I should be paying for in order to resolve and stuff like that. Any hiccups I'm facing, because if I really want to commit to it full time, I feel like they do have a good business model. They kind of like unlimited pages as much as you want. They funnel everyone. So if all the successful entrepreneurs used Notion when they were brokies, when they start their own companies, what is their team gonna use? What's the enterprise gonna use? Notion. All right. So Debza, as you can see, I have the Lesotho flag as my background because you can just link that. Super dope. You know, I'm not giving you a tutorial on Notion. You know how to do that. I'll probably do that later. If I have a personal website, look, you can literally just embed it right on your Notion. Oh my god, you just saw my number. Oh, good thing I have 0 followers. All right. And then now let's see the sections I have. Eternal growth, because life is a journey. You keep growing. You're never good enough. Once you think you're good enough and settled, trust me, somebody's gonna overtake you. You gotta keep growing. That's name of the game. I'm sweating right now because I'm drinking tea. I have a sweater on because I have kind of a cold, hence I haven't been posting. Sorry about that. So we got self-care, life, and spirituality. So spirituality is my relationship with God, and then my journal, because I think like in order to be the fullest expression of yourself spiritually, you gotta be in touch with your spiritual self. So how about that? And then life, the plans I have, my yearly goals. I'm not gonna show those. No. And then travel plans. I am planning on going home and stuff like that. And then this is just my general board of the things that I have to do. Like, oh, you gotta pick up this person, you gotta do this, blah, da, 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 you know. So, and then we have my self-care stuff, gym, dance, and movies. So I love to dance a lot. So I'm trying to see what would happen if I actually organize my danciness just so that it's productive as well, you know, streamline everything. Because I feel like the way to think about Notion is as like a second brain. I know you've probably read that book, The Second Brain. I'll put like a link up to it right there. But it's like, it's such a phenomenal idea because I have been thinking about that. It's like there's so much your brain can keep. So if you have a good system for retaining information as it comes through you, you know, you don't want to make note of every single thing that you ever run across. But if you can strategically
Would you like to say something? Make a message to our viewers.
Mga kababayan ko, hindi po ako
Hindi,
narito.
you can say in English kasi para maintindihan din ni ano.
All my fellow Filipinos, now this is my side. Listen, look, and listen, and learn.
create notes, then it would be a good idea because it even has some templates use like the Cornell method and it's already implemented, so you don't even have to like think in that regard. You can just run the template, blah blah blah. Damn it. So let me just show you. For example, see the Cornell note-taking system. Then you just get the template and then you have access to that. I mean, I can go deeper into all this pre-build, community build. That's the thing about it. Whenever something has a sense of community, I'm like, I'm in on that. Give me some more of that. So I have some few quotes, things that I live by. I need one more quote that really sticks. I was thinking of another Confucius quote, the one which says that every man has two lives. The second begins when you realize you just have one. It's like, I know everyone is like, oh, Confucius, man, one like Eastern philosophy. Oh, I'm a big fan of Eastern philosophy. But yeah, so Confucius said, if you're the smartest person in the room, then you're in the wrong room. And fortunately for me, I've been putting myself in rooms where I'm dumb as shit. You wanna know why? Cause guess what? I'm either gonna grow or I will have to get the fuck out of that room. So putting myself in situations like that, like for example, I work at a law firm. I work as part of the administration because I'm an IT guy. But I see the patterns and the way the lawyers work, the length of hours and stuff like that. So consciously in my mind, even when I'm working on my private things like after work and stuff like that, it's not so foreign to me because like not my peers, but the people closest to me, I know they are also working, right? You know what I mean? It kind of like forces you to like, where am I fucking around, you know? So yeah, good code. I know this is about Notion, but I gotta share myself with you guys. If you're here from the beginning of the journey, hopefully you stay longer and then you see me grow, see what I come up with, see what I become. And then whoever has 2/3 of his day for himself is a slave, whatever he may be, a statesman, a businessman, an official, or a scholar. This is very simple. Like whatever you have a career, you're like, even if you won the lottery and you don't need to work a day in your life, if you don't have control of your actual life and do the things that you want to do deliberately, like even if you're working a 9 to 5, even if you're an entrepreneur, whatever, as long as you still have control of your life and get to do the things that you want to do when you want to do, that's the most underrated thing. Because I think like a lot of people get caught up in responsibilities and forget to live. So for me, I always say like even in my day-to-day job, it's still about me. Am I growing? Am I stagnant? You know, it's like every day it's a good day because I choose deliberately to do things that fulfill me. I mean, it's kind of annoying because you always have to be like overly calculated and overly analytical about things and blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, when you make that conscious switch in your mind that every single day has to benefit me in somehow, whether even when you're doing something in service for other people, be conscious that your days and lives are not being taken up by something else. Even money or resource, even fun things, sometimes those detract from things that actually give you meaning. Then I have passion projects, music production, and then internal consumption. It's more where I'm gonna keep track of like similar to like a movie list, but more like books and like articles and all that kind of stuff. So this is just my side in the beginning. I'm not gonna go deep into it. I will do my gym. I want to share what it is that I'm working about. I did get the gym template from Notion, but it wasn't doing everything I needed to do. So I kind of like used the basis of it, and then trying to make it my own so that it works for my kind of training and stuff like that. And that's the fun part about it. And I'll also probably talk about how it replaced Setcraft for me. Setcraft is a very good app if you want to get into, if you're like those people that are like strict about it, it's a very good app. But for me, I just realized I just needed to keep track regularly of things, just so that I don't overtrain too much volume or all that stuff, but just kind of like see. I'm a very visual person, so just seeing things as like tabs and stuff like that on like a gallery, it kind of suits my brain. So, and that's it. And then I do have just my notes, so I'm gonna add more subjects and nest them in folders and stuff like that, and kind of like hit them, maybe be like a knowledge and then whatever. And then so like for example in computer science, I have like information tech stuff. So this is where most of the notes that I'll be taking, just to be a better sysadmin, IT manager, developer, whatever. AI, because it's pretty hot right now, so it's like you gotta go to San Francisco during the gold rush, you know what I'm saying? And then database administration and all that stuff. Maybe the logic to like how I organize this makes no sense, and maybe it's too much stuff. You know what? I'll find out eventually if it's too much, if I'm overstretching myself. And the fun thing about this is that since it's just notes, it's not like I'm gonna know all this, but I'm gonna have notes on this as I run across them. And maybe maybe it might not be. And then philosophy, I have nothing on this, but I did import the map of philosophy and stuff like that because I'm gonna think about it, because it's my favorite subject. One of the things I regret in life, I wish I was just a philosophy major, but I know then it will come with implications. Do you want to do law? No, I just want to be like Socrates. But then self-development stuff, so I have everything: money, emotional intelligence, because emotional intelligence is one of those skills that a lot of people underrate, but you need to work on your emotional intelligence. It doesn't matter how smart you are, if you're emotionally illiterate, you will get fucked in this world. I swear to God, you will get screwed, man. And then physical development, obviously, because I'm always about. And then wisdom is more like nuggets of information, wise thinking. Someone on the bus say something profound, I'm gonna write it down because I have that on my phone. So you gotta become an effective communicator. One of the reasons I've been doing the Loner Cast is because I realized that unfortunately we live in a world whereby you're judged based on how you can present yourself, not how you actually are. And like voice and speech communication, how effective you are, how well you can talk, it's similar to like dressing up in a suit. You know. So I'll be doing copious notes on that. And then leadership, which is how I plan to run my family, because I'm trying to use Notion also to see how it can be used to manage a household too, you know, because it's a productivity tool. If you can streamline as much things as you can, just so that and then archive. This is well just so all the notes I'm not sure what to do with, or I just deleted the little template I'm testing out, but then I'd want to keep it around to go back to, just so that it's familiar. Thingy looks like. I will explain it more how I made it happen. I embedded this page of muscle anatomy because since I'm a natty, I have to really be conscientious about each muscle and body part and like scientific training and all that stuff, because unfortunately I don't have access to pharmacology yet because I'm still trying to not die. Yeah, so I always have this here, so whenever I want to study the body no more, you know. And then obviously you have your exercises. So the base database and template, I got it, but then I removed everything and just recreated the muscle groups and just reassigned, renamed and all that stuff, and like divided them up, just so that if for example I'm not on like an actual split day, I just go to the muscle group, I know what needs to be done in that, only include machines that I have access to, consistently, not like, oh, I know we're going to that gym, I'll have access to this. So I'll break this down more, and I'm also editing